Okay, enough nervousness. Let's walk in from the left side. What's happening, chat? It's motherfucking Jasiah. Uh, you feel me? We're back. Again, this time we are at the lake. And this time, we are happy. We may be a little monotoned, but we are still happy. Happy as fuck. And honestly, that is a decision. It is a decision to wake up and be happy, to be grateful, to be thankful, to be appreciative of all that we are able to exist in. That is a decision every day, just like it's a decision to look at everything that is going wrong in life, to look at everything that's not in your control, and to essentially be the opposite and be ungrateful and count your problems. That's also a reality. Sulking in your sadness, creating a home in your stagnancy because you're not ready to be out of your comfort zone. But I think that's the beauty of it. I think that's the real deal beauty of it. Hold on. I think that's the real deal beauty of it. There is no... Ooh, years of being the throat goat. Let me stop. But no, so honestly, what I was saying though, there is no moment, there is no time, there is nothing that will ever truly make you ready. You will never be ready, ever. Ever. There's no such thing as being ready for uncomfortability. But that's the purpose of it, right? The purpose of not being ready, being pushed into the uncomfortable, and then learning from the uncomfortability and then adapting and cultivating something that benefits you. Because the environment will always change. Truly, it always will. The environment will always come to another reality. You will always be put into another reality, into another chapter, but something that will always be consistent in every single chapter, something that will always be consistent in every single reality will be you, your character, that of who you choose to embody. Because again, everything is a decision. We wake up and we get to decide whether or not the decision is subconscious and it is rooted in patterns that we have yet to break, or they are consciously made and we think about everything we do before we do it. Now, I'm a little victim to patterns that are not healthy and not beneficial and just doing what feels familiar, as everybody is. But one thing that I have learned is to appreciate that of which is not beneficial, because it's within coming to the understanding something's not serving me where I'm able to see that. I'm able to see the clarity in a pattern or a habit. The stuttering is crazy. Okay. Basically, it's so beneficial to be able to be at a moment in your life where you are looking at patterns, you're looking at habits, and you're looking at perspectives that don't serve the version of yourself you're trying to become. And then in those moments where you see the clarity of a pattern or a habit not serving where you want to go, you're able to sever yourself from that pattern. You're able to sever yourself from that perspective, that mindset, whatever it is. And in that moment, you cultivate a rebirth of a new version of yourself. Now, in order for you to genuinely embody that new version of yourself, consistency has to come into play, of course. And that's where many can falter. But I've discussed this before. Consistency is not It's not the make all be all. Like, yes, it is, because consistency equals change. When you're able to be consistent with something, you're able to change it. However, it is what you define consistency as. Now, I grew up with the misinterpretation that consistency means every day. It doesn't necessarily mean every day in a sense of habits, in a sense of patterns, in a sense of perspectives, but it means consistency in all of the decisions you decide to make in every moment. So that literally ties right back into the environment changing. The environment will always change around you, but will your consistency of character, how you show up, how you create solutions for every single thing that tends to come up in your pathway, how do you embody the consistency of the character that you're building in every moment? And do you embody that? Because if you don't, then it's understanding that you don't have a character. Ooh. Oh my goodness, I think I was blocking my mic. I hope that like the audio's not bad. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You can easily not have a character. And that's okay, because if you don't have a character, if you don't know who you are, then there's so much beauty in not building who you are, but finding out who you are. Coming back to who you truly are, to what truly creates a spark within you. Yes, 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 yes. And by that, I mean everything that is just so unintentionally fulfilling that we don't really get to see in the moment. Like, and by fulfilling, I mean that thing that's like, it doesn't just make you happy. It doesn't just make you feel like excited, but it makes you feel as if you are making steps in the right direction towards what it is that you desire, for what it is that is bigger than just your benefit. Yes, that was so good. I swear this better be recording. But like, fulfilling in a manner of, it's fulfilling to your purpose. And what your purpose is that of which is bigger than your benefit, bigger than what your ability to receive is. Because when you're fulfilled and you are fulfilling your purpose actively, it's understanding that yes, it will benefit you, but the purpose of you fulfilling your purpose is to not have the benefits. The benefits are just a byproduct. Oh my, the sun really does it for me. Like, put me in front of the sun and put me in front of a lake and I will spit for you. Like, what? You feel me? Baby, level 12 at that. Because, yes, we need to release. We need to release this want for control, this desire for control. Because in not having control, we're able to exist in a reality with magic, and exist in a reality where we don't have to have this control over such minuscule events that play out in our life. Because over the span of our life, there are such minuscule events that our human mind tends to latch onto and just keep with us for the duration of our lifetime here. And that's so self-limiting, that's so upsetting, and that's so sad. Because if you think of it, it's like coming to the realization that we can possibly be here up to 70 years. However, the average person tends to not heal trauma that they've experienced in their 15-year-old self and their 20-year-old self, and they're holding on to that until their last dying days. There's so much beauty in it, but there's also so much self-limitation in it. Because can you imagine having held something materialistic with you for up to 40 years? It's the same concept. You are harping on something that simply does not need to come with you into this next chapter. And so, sever that. It gots to go out the door. You feel me? But the point is, new chapters are written when the person who is living in the chapter finally decides to take the pen and write for themselves. So conscious decisions that align you with the version of yourself that you are actively becoming is the key to feeling fulfilled and feeling as if you're walking in that of which is your purpose, and that of which your purpose is bigger than just the benefit that you gain, but it's a byproduct. You are fulfilling your purpose, you're actively living in it, and the byproduct of it is your benefits, your abundance, your wealth, your love, the love, light, all of that. It's a byproduct of simply existing in that of which is your purpose. And honestly, humans complicate it. Our purpose is really to just exist. Excuse me. And it's not even to just exist in a manner of like, oh, I get paid to exist, because it's so easy to say that and just blindly follow that mantra and that affirmation that I get paid to exist. It's beautiful, yes, but what in which version of yourself are you existing in that you're getting paid? The version of yourself that works that 9 to 5, that has painted that gloomy ass lifestyle to somehow be tolerable, or the version of yourself that has decided that you are not for that 9 to 5 lifestyle, and no matter what it takes, no matter how long, no matter what you got to do, you're going to stay consistent in that mindset, you're going to stay consistent in that perspective, and you're going to stay consistent in your actions to break free from that 9 to 5 gloomy lifestyle. Now, I always reference that like lifestyle of having a 9 to 5 because it's just so easily relatable for the masses. It's so easily understood because for the majority, a 9 to 5 is simply just reality for that being, for that mindset that we all get to embody and live, right? So if you're in that state of mind, if you are in that lifestyle of a 9 to 5, then it's understanding that, you know, when you say I'm getting paid to exist, are you getting paid to exist, and are you saying that mantra to affirm the lifestyle where you're holding that 9 to 5 that you've decorated to be tolerable, but you truly know something in you is like, it's not enough, I need more, I need more, I need more, I'm still not fulfilled. You feel me? Like, are you saying that mantra? Are you affirming to yourself for that version of yourself, or are you affirming to yourself for the version of yourself that doesn't exactly know just yet what it is that is going to give you the profit in order to genuinely be paid to exist, but you're affirming that mantra and you're saying that mantra from that space, I am paid to exist, from the space of I'm not going to align my actions with, okay, I'm just gonna simply get paid with the 9 to 5, and that's all it is. I'm gonna tolerate it, and I'm just gonna keep saying I get paid to exist, and then just hope for the best and leave the rest open? Or are you going to affirm and have that mantra with the perspective that that mantra and that affirmation, when you are saying I get paid to exist, is coming from space where you are leaving the divine to do the rest of the work, and you're just showing up doing what you feel called to do? And an example of that is literally me. I am actively in a lifestyle where I am currently in a 9 to 5, unfortunately. However, I am not affirming and I'm not reiterating that mantra, that affirmation for that past version of myself that is okay in just a 9 to 5. I am affirming, I am setting that mantra, and I am literally setting the grounds for the new version of myself, the version I am now, by actively doing what it is I feel called to do. I feel called to get in front of a camera and talk about my experience as a human. Why do I feel that calling? I don't know. But is it nice to find out together? Hell yeah. So we're doing it. And honestly, in that aspect, that's where that reiterating is coming from. That's where the affirmation is coming from. That's what the mantra is watering. That version of myself that is not yet aware of the new reality, that is not yet existing in the new reality, that is simply just leaving space for the divine to come in. But I am that version of myself. I'm acting as that version of myself that is living in that new reality that I have not seen yet. And within that, there's no way that the reality won't change. If I've changed, there's no way the reality won't change. And that's why I always say, if you see me in reality in a boxing ring, you better help the reality, because I promise you it will always succumb to that of which I desire, to that of which is curated for me to experience. So therefore, let's watch the unfolding of my beautiful life, shall we? Let's get it, let's go. Honestly, I think I might redo this angle, but I already shot this video, so I'm like, I can't do that. But it is what it was. Let's get into it. Let's go. Talk later. Mwah, 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 mwah. Much love. Later, loves. Mwah, 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 mwah. Jasiah. Boom. Wait, first I want you to look at me in my outfit. Isn't in the mind. We'll just go. We'll leave it at that. Later, chat. Flip your screens, ho. You better know what it was. Aight. Mwah.